Hey guys, how the hell are you? This is Alan. Welcome back to the newsroom, your source for war robots, news, and rumors. Okay, guys, real quick, if you're new to this channel, hit that sub button. Also, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of the stuff we got coming up here. All right, and if you like this video, guys, slap that like. I really do appreciate it, and it helps me out. Lets YouTube know how I'm doing for you guys. All right, guys, this is the newsroom, and we haven't had one for a few weeks now, okay? But it is time. We have a lot of things going on in the game, things that people want to discuss, repeated questions that have been coming up. And I figured it's time that we go ahead and have a little discussion about it, all right? So we all want to know what's going on with Pixonic, all right? We know that the numbers are way down, way off the charts, lower than they have been in a very, very long time, if not an all-time low, all right? So their revenue intake as of today was at $66. That is per the iOS only. That's not a total count. All right. And it's been like that for maybe about a week. It's been going up and down. It did go up to about 7K. All right. And then it came right back down. It came crashing back down. So guys, it's really going to take more than a few bad weeks to force that hand. Okay. Understand that they just came off a good score over the last update, okay? And they are sixth in total grossing app games, I believe, as far as action or one of the categories. They're in the top 6, all right? So they got a bankroll to supply them for some time. And this was a concern that some players had. Well, what if they don't make any money, and is it going to cause the game to come to an end? They have agreements with the iStore and Google Play, and they have the contracts there. Do I think they're gonna let this game just belly up, flop up, and die? No, I don't. This is a huge cash cow for them. It's something that's been generating them a lot of money. Okay, and games like this don't come by every single day. All right, there's a lot of people out there developing apps and games, okay, and none of them quite had the success that War Robots has had. There are a lot of good ones out there, but they don't just come up and this game's not gonna work. We're just gonna come up with another good game, and we'll just pick up where we left off. No, it takes a long time to build up a player base. Okay, so do I think they're just gonna let it flop? In my opinion, no. I don't think they're gonna let it flop. I think they're at some point they are gonna have to make some moves and come to the table if the current state holds up. All right. Note to the guys, to all of you. All right. Try to treat each other with some respect, guys. I see still a lot of fighting going on. People going back and forth about this. Let the paid players be paid players. Let the free players be free players. The grinders be grinders. We can all get along just because we don't all see the game from the same point of view. All right. That's just a little note and something I wanted to pass along to you guys. The more we fight, the more it divides the community, and that's not what we're trying to do here. All right. I mean, we want to try and unify this community so that when we do have a push or movement, the more people we have on board, the stronger that we are. All right. And we go out and create divisions amongst each other, that destroys everything from the inside out. Okay. What else, guys? Okay, as everybody knows, or most people do know, they have reduced the amount of cells that you get in your supply drops. Okay, we were at an up range. If you were in Champion League, you would get approximately slightly over 11,000 power cells per round. Okay, so if you go from private all the way to champion, you would pick up about 11,000 cells. All right. Now that is sitting at about 7,500 or 7,800 or something like that. We'd have to go in here to do the math. Y'all can do that a little bit later on, and let me know in the comment section below. Okay, and the reason for this, guys, they said that the players in the lower leagues are not using as many power cells as the players in the higher leagues, and for this reason, they were going to reduce the amount of cells in the lower leagues. Okay. I don't think that's true at all, guys. I think that a lot of the players in the lower leagues are not using them because a lot of them have already run out. That would be my guess, all right? And that's what I would gather from all the feedback that I get from you guys. A lot of you guys have run out of cells already. And I know this only because you guys tell me. So the reasoning for reducing them, of course, guys, it's gold. All right, that's the reason why they're reducing it at this time. Uh, they pushed it on us. Got everybody kind of used to them. People are becoming dependent upon them, and now you're gonna need them. And if you have burned through all your power cells, what are you gonna do? All right, yeah, you can still grind for them, okay, but you're not gonna get as many as you were getting before. Second option, of course, is to convert your gold into power cells. And I believe that that's the agenda that they have. Okay. And of course, to acquire gold, it's going to take either a lot of grinding or a little bit of money. Okay. Now, the gold deals, guys, there have been some gold deals that are good and some that are bad. I turned some up the other day or yesterday on the. Right after the game, I pulled up some gold deals that I thought were good gold deals, but when I recalculated them, they turned out that they were not very good at all. Okay, the other day I believe they had 3,200 gold for $10. Okay, and people jumped in and they were buying this thing right on up, big time. Okay, because you bought 10 of those, you're talking about 32,000 gold for $100 ballpark figure. So was that a good deal? Yeah, that was a pretty decent deal. And of course, I got the messages from all you guys letting me know that that deal was up. And okay, I appreciate the heads up, guys. I always do. I like your feedback. I like your comments. And of course, the conversations on Messenger. Okay. So, yeah, guys, I don't know what y'all are going to do or what y'all are doing as far as your power cells. Hit me up on the comment section below or Messenger and let me know what you all individually have planned. I know some players are just grinding away and they're hoarding them all. And I know some players that are in upwards of 32,000 power cells. They haven't used hardly any. Okay, they do use them more in free-for-all, but they do a lot of clan play. And because of the clan play, they don't use them very much. So that's interesting that they have so many tucked away. So they got power cells for days. So anyways, guys, what's going to happen next, all right? I mean, I honestly believe that if the numbers stay where they're at some point in time, Pixonic has to come to the table, okay? And this comment is directly towards Pixonic. The players' requests, guys, it's not unreasonable, okay? I mean, we're not asking to give up the farm, all right? We're asking for a better relationship with the developers of the game, okay? And you all as the developers should have a better relationship with your customer base, the players, okay? The requests are not unreasonable. We want better payouts in silver. We had great payouts, okay? That got reduced, okay? We want better upgrade times. We had good upgrade times prior to the changing of the economy, where they switched everything around and made it easier to get bots and harder to upgrade them, okay? Now, they did introduce the premium, which gives you the double the upgrade time, but it costs, but the upgrade times can easily be returned to what they were before, making it feasible for the players to upgrade, okay? The cost of upgrades, guys, is still through the roof. It costs a lot to do upgrades. Now, they altered everything that they had done before, okay? It was easier to get bots and harder to upgrade them, okay? Now it's harder to get bots because they're going to remove the Royale. The black market is soon to go after that. And so now where do you get your components to get bots? That's going to be a very, very interesting question. All right. So now it is not as easy to acquire your robots. And it definitely hasn't got any easier to upgrade. So they took one thing and then they gave something else. And now they took that back, but they didn't give anything back in return on that end. So that's something that I think that they need to address. They did put out that video that they are supposed to be making a lot of changes. Okay, we haven't really heard anything from them. It's been kind of quiet on their end. So we don't know what they're planning or doing at this point in time. So I'm not going to jump the gun and say that they're taking and not giving anything back, because they haven't really done anything for 2019 other than the mention of combining the Royale and the black market for some type of new game that's going to be coming out to acquire stuff, okay? Now, we still have Workshop 2.0 that has very high silver costs. Okay, and we have the conversions, which is really bad in my eyes. Okay, but we'll cover that in a minute. The black market is gone. The Royale is gone. It's bad. Okay, the good gold deals, well, they were gone, but they have started coming back. And I will give them a thumbs up on the recent gold deals that they started giving. But is that because they're trying to give something to players, or are they trying to stimulate their economy? Okay, now let's talk about that conversions. It was supposed to be a flat rate, guys. We were supposed to get a flat rate for the conversion. Okay, first of all, the rate of the conversion, component to component, the 4-to-1, 5-to-1, those are bad ratios. Those are not good ratios. Okay, but we are getting rid of crap that we don't want and acquiring a target item that we do want. Okay, but the amount of silver it costs you to do that is horrible. So you're gonna take my 10,000 components, give me 2,000 components in return, and charge me 68 million silver to do it. That's not a deal. That's highway robbery. I mean, that is just flat out bad. You're better off holding the components that you have or selling them off for silver versus trying to do a conversion, where you're losing the majority of the components that you have, getting a small return, and paying out big time to do it. Okay, I don't see that as being good at all. That has been a flop from day one. Okay, that's not the way it was introduced when they were going to bring it out. And, that's something that still leads towards the Pixonic side. Okay, Pixonic, we need something that leans towards the player side. Okay, I'm really interested in what you got planned coming up. What are you going to do for the players? Can we expect, that new game to be good for the players, or is it going to be something else that's good for you? Is there going to be work on the conversions? Okay, is there going to be work on Workshop 2.0? Now I'm not talking about, you've already done a good job as far as the layout of it, okay? But the pricing needs to come down. The pricing of upgrades needs to come down. The upgrade time needs to be reduced, okay? The silver payout, although sometimes it looks good, like the other day, I believe I had a video where I scored 1 million silver. Yeah, but that was with 1.9 million of damage, okay? And that was with VIP. So that payout should have been well over, 2 million in silver. That should have been up in the 2.5, 2.6, 2.7 range of a payout for that type of damage issued on that game. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure where they're headed. But I would like to see better payouts as far as what they're giving, okay? You're giving out a low payout on silver, but your upgrades are still through the roof. A good premium bot will cost you 70 million to upgrade. Okay, and that's if you can score 1 million damage, 1 million silver per capita per game. You still got to play 70 games at that rate. That's a lot of gaming. Okay, so and then of course I want to go right back to this component conversion. The components we got, guys. Yeah, we got them in the Royale and we got them in the black market. But you know what? We played the game. Okay, we watched the videos. We earned the tokens. We earned the keys. And we watched all their ads, which generated revenue for them. Okay, so we get our components, and now we got the conversion. But to get screwed on it, it's just not a good deal. Okay, it's not a good deal. They need to do something better for the players. And after taking this serious hit, and once again, I'm going to reiterate here, guys, that there was no movement going on. Okay, the play, no pay had stopped. The strike had stopped. The boycott had stopped. Now some of the players kept going. Okay, and a lot of people kept their deals going, and that was basically on an individual basis. Okay, but somewhere through the module drop, okay, the modules had I would say a negative effect on the economy. I think they figured that they were going to come in, drop these modules, and they were just going to rape the market with them, and everybody was going to go and start purchasing, and that didn't seem like it quite happened. Okay, It seems it did quite the opposite. So, uh, what's next for the modules? That people were talking today are asking me what modules do I think are going to come up next. Judging by the backlash that they had from this set of module guys, I'd be very surprised if they released another set of modules. I really would be surprised. You know, they didn't get the payday that they believed that they were going to get on modules. And after all the negative feedback that I gave and that a lot of the other guys on the test server gave, I mean, we all put our feedback there, and I would say a good 85-90% of it was negative towards the modules and the way that they worked. Okay, they only removed one module from the whole setup, and that was the one that had that bull ring where, that you cannot target the bots inside and they cannot target you going on the outside and so on. That one got removed. Okay, but modules themselves, guys, should have been reworked and tested longer and tested more to figure out, was this going to be good for the game, or was this going to have a negative impact? Okay, yeah, everybody's going out and getting them. Everybody's upgrading their modules because they're in the game, and if you're going to play it, you're going to need them because other people have them. Okay, so we're just going to have to wait and see on that. I really don't foresee them doing anything further as far as modules. And if they do, I would be the first one to say I'm surprised. And I'll be the first one to say, you know what, I made a mistake and I need to own on it. I really didn't think they were going to come up with more modules. So don't just 100% quote me on that, guys. That's just my opinion. You know what? But what is your opinion? Do you think they're going to come out with more modules? And what kind of modules do you think they would come up with? One person said they would come up with a hell burner type of module where it could explode, and another one said it would come up with it wasn't the healing, because we already have the healing. It was another effect that we have in the game. It was right there on the tip of my tongue. But these are they kind of lean towards items that we already have in the game. Like the lockdown, like the healing, stuff like that, and they implement it to where it's going to be on every bot. Okay, or you could acquire it to every bot. Okay. So, what I think they could have done better with the modules was not release the heavy modules. Just leave it at the base module where you can upgrade and, give yourself a little bit of a boost on damage or shield, but not ridiculous amounts, okay? And, the cost on the module upgrades on the heavy ones, they're 40 million, guys. They are pricey, okay? So, y'all let me know what y'all think, okay? If y'all think they're going to come up with more modules, and what type of abilities would those modules have? Are you going to have a hell burner where they all explode? Is it going to be, I don't know, maybe an anger shield like the bulwark has, or an infinite shield for a few seconds like the Greek bots have? I mean, these are abilities that are already in the game, and that seems to be the trend that they're releasing. So y'all let me know what y'all think, and if y'all do think they are going to come up with modules, let me know what kind of abilities. I'm really interested to hear what y'all think. Okay. What else do I want to cover? Oh yes, definitely this, guys. And this has been something that has been asked to me over and over again, and what was my opinion or my viewpoint on it. And I wasn't really going to address it because it wasn't my place, but I'm going to go ahead because y'all continue to ask me. So I'm going to go ahead and put it out there for you guys. All right. Recently we had one YouTuber attack another one. Okay. And people were asking me on my opinion on it. Okay. They want to know what I think of the whole situation, and, which side was I leaning to, or, so on like that. And I'm going to keep it real with you guys. All right. I ain't going to sugarcoat anything for anyone. And one thing that I have always stated to you guys in the past is make your own conclusion. Don't come over here, well, Islander said this and that's this, or this YouTuber said that, and roll with that and jump on a bandwagon. Be strong-minded enough to come to your own conclusion. All right? That's one thing that I've always told you guys, be able to think for yourself. Don't just follow one person because they made a certain comment. Okay. Uh, if you got questions, guys, and you have a concern about maybe what one of the YouTubers is doing, you know, get on, get on the comment section and ask that person. You know, if you want to know something, ask that person. Okay. And people were asking me, how do I feel about it? You know what? To me, in my book, from day one, and I think I mentioned it several times over and over again, you know, Adrian has always been a class act. You know, I like the guy. When I was not a YouTuber and I had questions, I would message him or comment in his comment section, and he would always take the time to respond to my questions, you know, or things that I wanted to know. You know, the fact that these guys have a battle record count. Okay, let's go ahead and get that clear, guys. A battle record count. They use it to make videos. You know, you as subscribers or players of the game can message these YouTubers and tell them what setup you want to see, what bots and weapons you want to see. Okay, and you got other YouTubers like Lee Gamer, who has a battle record count, and he's always putting up new content. And majority of that new content, guys, is stuff that you're requested to see. All right, and players want to see this content because maybe you're thinking about building a Fury Dragoon. Okay, but before you invest, you know, billions in silver and 2 years of your life to upgrade this particular bot, you want to know how it performs. You want to see how it does on the battlefield. Okay? Otherwise, you get the bot, you get the weapons just to find out it was good in theory, but it is not working out at all for you on the battlefield. And how much time and silver and gameplay did you invest to upgrade that bot? Okay? These guys that have the battle record counts, all you got to do is ask them. You know, they'll go ahead and, you know, they'll do these builds for you guys and show you what the bots can do. Okay, you know, if you think that they're using those battle record counts just to go out there and bully you guys around and beat you up, no, that's not the case at all. All right, they were set up for this, and that's what at least the YouTubers that I know that have them, that's what they use it for. All right, to show off the new content of the game so that you can decide whether that's something you want to target or not. All right. But as I was saying, guys, you know, if you have a question or you want to know something, go straight to the source. I mean, don't be afraid to get on the comment section of any YouTuber and ask them a question. I mean, you guys know me real good, and you know that every time you ask me a comment or a question or you message me on Messenger, you're going to get a response, you know, 99.99% of the time. All right. And I don't need to, you know, stick up for Adrian or anybody else. You know, he's a big boy. He can stick up for himself, you know, but you were asking me my opinion on it and what I thought. You know, I've always liked Adrian from day one. I think he's a good YouTuber and he's a good person. That's my opinion for those of y'all that want to know. As far as the things that were said in the video, anybody could take anybody else's wording, guys, and they can twist it if they want to. You know, you could look at this video and take any one of my comments and twist it into something that you want it to sound like. Okay? You could say, well, Islander said this, so he's insinuating that things are like that. Okay? Unless you hear Islander tell you, you know, straight from the horse's mouth that that's my comment, then that's not my comment. That's not my viewpoint. That's somebody else who took my comment and made a viewpoint of it on their own. All right? And I'm not throwing stones in any direction. I'm just answering the questions that you guys were asking me and what are my viewpoint on it. You know, if it were any different, if it was any different at all, I would say that it was. You know, if I had any other opinion on it, I would definitely give it. Y'all know me good enough by now that I'm not going to hold back. You know, if you're going to ask me something and you really, really want the answer. And at first I was not giving an answer on this. I was just kind of avoiding, you know, letting them handle their own business. But since it was repeatedly asked to me and, you know, you guys blew up my messenger with the video and, you know, you were kind of wanting a response on it. That's my response. You know, go to the guy if you have a question. If you got a concern about what he's doing or how he's acting or what his agenda is, you know, as far as, you know, speaking up for the players, trust me, guys, he has an agenda. Trust me, guys, I have seen it. All right. He took the time to show it to me a while back. And when he went to Russia to talk with the developers, I saw exactly the questions that he asked them and the approach that he used on it. Okay. And of course, like I said, Adrian's a lot more proper in his development. I mean, in his presenting of a message. He's not going to be out in there and say, well, you know what, that sucks, bro. Or you know what, yeah, 2 thumbs up. He's very cordial on the way he addresses things. And that's just his personality, and 2 thumbs up for him. All right. So guys, that would be my recommendation to you. Don't form your opinion based on somebody else's opinion. Be strong-minded enough to look at it entirely. Be strong-minded enough to contact him or message him and ask him a question and get the answers to the questions you want to know. And then you can form an opinion after that. That's my 2 cents on that particular incident, guys, since y'all really want to know. Okay? And in getting back to the newsroom, guys, we're going to have to wait and see what develops here within the next test servers and with their next press release. Okay? And when they do a press release, guys, we're going to go in there, we're going to watch it, and then we're going to break it down. Okay? And I'm going to give you my best assessment that I could possibly give to you on it. And I'm going to give you an honest assessment that I can give you on it. And then I wait for you guys to, hit me back up and, we're either in agreement or we're not in agreement. And then that's where we discuss it. And that's one thing I love about, you guys on this channel is that we don't have to agree on everything, and we can talk to each other and agree to disagree and have an adult conversation about it. And, we give each other our viewpoints. And like I said, I have always learned just as much from you guys as you learn from me. So this is the state of the game, or not the state of the game, but this is the news that I had for you guys as far as everything that's been happening in the world of War Robots. What direction are we going to go in? We're just going to have to wait and see until the next press release comes out and see what they got planned for us. All right. One other thing that was brought up, guys, is the Steam, that new thing that they got. Okay. Is Pixonic going to abandon, the iOS and abandon the Android and try to, move everything to Steam? No, guys, I really don't. I mean, Android is their biggest market. iOS is second right there. Okay. If you want to know what my honest opinion would be on that, is I think they're using the Steam as a testing ground for this new setup that they got. The ability to alter the resolution on it. I believe they're testing it all out on Steam before they're going to bring it to any other market. Okay, and if that is the case and that is what they're doing, kudos to them. They're getting it right. Okay, you don't want to just implement it into iOS and Android and Game Room and not have properly tested out and gotten the necessary feedback. And that's one thing that they really need to start listening to now, guys, is our feedback. Pixonic, you got a Facebook, you got a huge following. Get on your Facebook, make a poll. Every time you're going to release something, every time you're going to bring something out, make a poll. Is this something you would like to see in the game? Yes, no, maybe, I don't care. Give the options. Okay, and then gauge your approach based on your players' requests, or based on their feedback. Okay, that way we avoid the backlashes in the game that we're having, like we're having right now. Okay, nobody wants to go to war with Pixonic. Nobody's trying to take the game down, other than a few haters out there that no matter what Pixonic does, it's bad. Okay, most of us want to see this game thrive, and we want to see it go on for years to come, because we enjoy playing the game, because it's fun. Because we belong to clans and we have friends, and with the camaraderie, and this is where we spend our time with each other. And if you're like me, I use the game as a stress reliever. It's a huge stress reliever. It works great for me. But we all have our reasons why we play the game. So, guys, these are my views, my opinions. Now I want to hear yours. All right? Hit me up on the comment section, or hit me up in Messenger. If you're new to this channel, guys, this is your first time here and you want to subscribe, great. One thing for y'all to know, and yes, the rest of you already know, before you say I'm a broken record, guys, you new players, my Facebook is for my subscribers and my subscribers only. Okay, it's you guys that I bring onto my Facebook, and this is where I have all the conversations with a lot of players on Messenger. So if you want to friend me on Facebook, okay, or you already have a friend request pending on Facebook, make sure you send me a message on Messenger as well saying, hey, I'm Spectre Orkin, and I'm a subscriber to your channel, and I would like to friend you on Facebook. Cool, I'm going to accept you. You know what? We're going to make a new friendship, and we're going to have tons of conversations in the near future about the game. Okay? So feel free to look me up on Messenger or on Facebook. And if you don't have Facebook, you just have Messenger, feel free to look me up there as well. And, we don't have to be friends on Facebook if all you run is Messenger. You can look me up under Eddie Ayala, EDDIEAYALA. I have a Spectre coming out of the ocean on the profile pic. All right, guys? Send me the friend request, send me the message, letting me know that you're coming from the channel, and I'm going to gladly accept. All right? If you already have a friend request pending and you didn't send me a message, send me a message, guys, so I can go ahead and hit that accept button. Because I get tons of friend requests daily, but that Facebook only has so many slots before it fills up. And once it's full, it's full. Okay, so if you want to friend me there, feel free to, guys. I'll be more than happy to accept. Guys, this is the Newsroom, and I look forward to hearing from you. And until we talk again, this is Islander signing out.